So I'm going to give 2 examples of my faith testimonies, and I would love to hear your guys' faith testimonies. But before I do, I really want to read in the Word about faith. This is Psalms 78:32-37. In spite of all this, they still sinned. Despite his wonders, they did not believe. So he made their days vanish like a breath, and their years in terror. When he killed them, they sought him. They repented and sought God earnestly. They remembered that God was their rock, the Most High God, their Redeemer. But they flattered him with their mouths. They lied to him with their tongues. Their heart was not steadfast toward him. They were not faithful to his covenant. And then we read 40 and 41. How often they rebelled against him in the wilderness and grieved him in the desert. They tested God again and again and provoked the Holy One of Israel. Now, remember, but they flattered him with their mouths. They lied to him with their tongues. So, my thing is, how many times do we say we have faith, but we never do when it comes down to it? There are 2 examples that I have of my faith being tested, I guess you could say, and for doing something I shouldn't have been doing, wickedness, I guess you could say. Well, my first story was I was going on the expressway. It was too fast for the conditions. It was raining outside, and I was speeding. And so my car started to swerve and go out of control, and I was actually bouncing from one side of the rail to the other side of the rail, like bouncing back and forth, but not touching the side rails. And then I was parked on the expressway this way instead of this way, going like I was going straight. I was going to the side, and I couldn't move my car. It stayed out of place. And then all of a sudden, a semi truck comes up, and so do a bunch of cars. And I'm like, all right, Lord, here we go. Thank you for getting me out of my car payment. I know this is going to hurt, but I'm excited to meet you. And then my car starts to go. Another thing, or another testimony of faith, was me and my husband, we got into a fight, and I had 2 of the 3 kids with me, and we were in a bad neighborhood, and all of a sudden, a dog, a pit bull of all dogs, sorry if you like pit bulls, I'm not a pit bull fan, but starts charging after us. And I just started saying, all right, Lord, you said you're in control and you're in charge. And as soon as I said that, the dog turned away. And that is not a lie. It is the truth. And honestly, where is your faith? If something like that was about to happen, if you're about to have a sick kid, do you blame God if your child is taken? When it says in Isaiah 52:1, I think, it's either 52, 53, or 55, maybe. It's number 1, it says, the good die young and no one asks why. It's because God is saving them from the evil to come. So, where is your faith? Do you just talk it, or are you about it? If you know God told you to tell somebody something, are you willing to tell that person? And so it's like, are you more afraid of people and what they think? Like Saul, he did the ritual even though he knew he wasn't supposed to appease the people. So is your faith in God or people? And I would love to hear your guys' testimonies of faith and where it's at. If, of course, you got this far in the video, because I'm sure my life is boring about the Lord, but that's okay. I still love him, and I do this for him and for people to really sit down and have a conversation with him, not me. That's why I don't show my face in any of these videos, because it's not about me. I don't want no precedence. I don't want nothing. I literally want people to know God and his ways and be the watchman blowing the trumpet. Even though I don't consider myself one at all. I just consider myself a servant and a disciple of God. But you have a blessed one and a God-fearing one.